This is Dewar, Chat and Duncan model of bonding, right? Now see, this is the metal orbital, right? And here the metal orbital are going to make a bond with the electron clouds available from the alkene, right? Since the nature of the bond is sigma, so the electron which are going to be involved for the bonding should be more probably either dz square or dx square y square, right? Remember, during the bond formation from metal to ligand via the sigma bond, there will be an electron density transfer from ligand to metal. Don't be get confused. First, there will be a transfer of electron density from ligand to metal, and that electron density is going to transfer to the empty d orbital of sigma symmetry. For the sigma symmetry, we have only two options. One is called dx square y square and another is called dz square. ठीक है, यहाँ तक क्लियर है? Okay. Now see, here metal is going to be make a bond with ligand, where the ligand is going to transfer the electron to metal, right? The metal orbital which are going to participate in this bonding should have the axial overlapping. अब देखिए आगे बढ़ते हैं और देखते हैं क्या क्या हो सकता है. अब देखिए, here I have shown that the moment there will be a bond from ligand to metal, or the electron density which is going to transfer from ligand to metal, now metal will have a rich electron density. So what it will do, it will again transfer the electron density from metal to ligand via back pi bonding, right? And remember, here the electrons are usually being transferred to the pi star anti-bonding orbital of ethylene. Clear है? Because the pi star anti-bonding orbital are of higher energy, so it is quite easier for the metal to transfer the electron from the filled d orbital to pi star. ठीक है? अब देखिए, इस चीज को समझ लीजिएगा. पहले क्या है? सबसे पहले there will be a transfer of electron density from ligand to metal, that is from alkene to metal, right? And in this case, the electron density is going to be transformed from ligand to metal into the vacant d orbital, into the vacant d orbital of metal system, right? Since the nature of the bonding is basically sigma, so the probability of orbitals which are going to be participate in this bond formation will be 50-50 for dz square and dx square y square. Clear hai? Right. More probably here the bonding usually been taken place from dz square. Okay. The moment the sigma bond will be get formed in between ligand to metal, the next option is that now the electron density will be transformed from metal orbital to ligand pi star orbital. So pi star empty orbital of ethylene will accept the electron density from metal, and that will be called as pi bonding because of the lateral overlapping. Now you can see it is lateral overlapping, right? Acha. Which orbitals are going to be involved? Mostly the filled orbital of d, and it can be dxy. Mostly it can be dxy, right? या dxz भी हो सकता है. अब देखिए, अब g salt पे स्पेसिफाई कर देते हैं. देखिए क्या कह रहा है. First of all, G salt is having a square planar geometry, you know very well, where one of the coordination position is occupied by ethylene and remaining three positions are occupied by chloro group. ठीक है? Now, the olefin, I mean alkene part, is originated in such a way that it is perpendicular to the remaining PTCl3. Okay? देखिए यहाँ पे, this alkene part is basically originated in such a way that it should be perpendicular to the remaining plane of PTCl3. And remember, this PTCl3 plane is in a XY plane. So one can easily understand that the orientation of alkene or the orientation of the double bond of alkene will lie along the Z axis. clear hai? And remaining Cl are going to put in a xy plane. हाँ, अब देखिए, the dxz orbital is making the pi bond, dxz, and this is filled and pumps the electron density from the metal dxy into the pi star orbital. ये dxz नहीं होगा, dxy होगा, ठीक है? So basically what would be happen? The dxy orbital, the filled dxy orbital will pump in the electron density from metal to pi star antibonding orbital of alkene, right? And the bond, the sigma bond, which usually going to be participate in case of G salt especially, that will be dx square y square. That will be dx square y square, and that will participate in the sigma bond formations. ठीक है, नेक्स्ट देखते हैं. देखिए ओरिएंटेशन यहाँ पर दिखाए गए हैं, क्यों ऐसा हो पाता है. अब देखिए अगर आप देखेंगे तो पाई स्टार ऑर्बिटल्स जो है वो ऐसे कुछ लोब में है, right? And see, if you will see the lobe symmetry, it is going to be very well match with with dxy, ठीक है? And that's why the electron density is going to be transformed from dxy of the filled orbital of metal to pi star antibonding orbital of G star. अब देखिए एक और वो चीजें हैं कि देखिए, if the Cl bond is in a xy plane, right, then there will be a possibility of rotation along that single bond, right? And suppose if we have the rotation along the xy plane, then there will be a rotational isomer also. And in that case, remember the nature of the bonding or the orbital of the bonding is going to be changed. First of all, you try to understand that PtCl3 is in the same plane of xy, and alkene is originated perpendicular to the PtCl3 plane. Okay, मैं ये कह रहा हूं कि if there is a bond formation between PtCl3 fragment and alkene, then of course the bond formation will be in xy plane. Now there will be a possibility of a rotation through xy plane, and in that case there will be a change in the orbital configurations which are going to participate in bonding, right? अब देखिए लेफ्ट में मैंने आपको दिखाया है, देखिए in this case what is happening, basically the dxy orbital of the metal are going to pump the electron density to pi star. मेरी बात समझ में आ रही है इस केस में? But the moment you rotate the molecule along the xy direction, now what will be the configuration? This will be, see, देखने से कोई भी difference नहीं लगता. If you will compare this orbital with this one, right? I mean this structure with this one, you will say that both are the same, right? But I will tell you, the moment you will rotate the molecule now along the xy axis, now the problem is that the orbital which are earlier been involved in dxy to pi star sigma bonding, now those orbital will be dxz. That is a change which used to be occur the moment you will rotate the molecule. मेरी बात समझ में आ रही है? आप सोच के देखिए, आप xy plane के along 90 degree पे घुमाइए, now y is going to be missing, and what exactly the axis is going to become, that is z. कभी घुमा के देखेगा. इस चीज को ऐसे समझिएगा, जो स्क्रीन आपको दिख रही है वो xy plane में है, जो आपको स्क्रीन दिख रही है वो किस में है? xy plane में है, and z is perpendicular to the xy plane. Z is the perpendicular to xy. Up, your whole molecule is in a xy plane, and the moment you will rotate the molecule through xy plane at a 90 degree, just imagine what could be happen. Now there will be a no y, because it has been raised up from the y plane and now it is transforming to which? Z plane. So now the orientation of the orbital, which was earlier dxy, it will be dxz, and that dxz is going to transfer the electron density from filled dxz to pi star antibonding orbital. So this basic difference used to be occur in case of G salt during the rotational isomers. See, they do appear in appearance, they do look like same, but the nature of the bonding orbitals are going to be changed. Acha, you cannot decline that there will be a rotational isomer because it is bonded with the sigma bond, so it have a free rotation across that. And the moment there will be a rotation along with the xy plane, then of course the orbitals which are going to be involved in the bonding formation of pi will be dxz to pi star. Earlier क्या थे dxy to pi star. ठीक है, यहां तक क्लियर है? आगे बढ़ूं? अब देखिए, अगर यहाँ पर dxy इन्वॉल्व था तो सिग्मा बॉन्डिंग के केस में सोच के देखिए dx स्क्वायर y स्क्वायर होगा. And the moment you are rotating the molecule, in that case there will be a probability of transformation of sigma bonding orbital, and now it will be dz square. हो सकता है ना, क्योंकि उसमें क्या है 2z स्क्वायर x स्क्वायर y स्क्वायर is going to be line. So in short, आप इतना याद रखिएगा. In case first of all, in case of G salt, there will be a 3 fluoro group which are occupying the planar position, and one position is going to occupy with alkene substitute, and this is called G salt. Okay, now the Cl3 and alkene is bonded to the metal platinum in xy plane, but the orientation of the substituent or the electron density of the double bond of alkene is in along the z-axis. Clear hai? Now first there will be a transfer of electron density from alkene to metal to participate or to form the sigma bond, and in this bond formation there will be a transfer of electron density from ligand to metal, and the orbitals which are going to be involved for this bond formation will be pi bonding orbital of alkene to dx square y square. Okay, मैं लेफ्ट हैंड साइड वाले को सोच के चल रहा हूँ, right? And the moment the electron density will be transferred from ligand to metal, now metal will transfer the electron density from the filled metal orbital to pi star antibonding orbital of alkene. Here the electron density is going to be transferred from dxy orbital. Since the alkene is bonded to the platinum through single bond, so there will be a rotation across the bond, and if there will be a rotation in the xy plane, then there is a probability of rotational isomer. And in case of rotational isomer, appearance wise there will be a no change, but only thing is that the orbitals which are going to be participate in a pi bonding do get changed, since the plane is going to be changed. And now rather than dxy, the orbital dxz are going to transfer the electron density to pi star antibonding orbital of alkene, right? आप देख सकते हैं दोनों ही डायग्राम आपको मैंने दिए हुए हैं. लेफ्ट हैंड साइड इज इन अ xy plane and right hand side is in a xz plane. Look wise, again I would repeat, this seems perfectly similar, but the only difference used to become once you will start the rotation of the molecule. So in some of the book they do mention that there will be a transfer of electron density from dxy. In some books they used to write that there will be a transfer of electron density of dxz. So now you have a clear idea that how do you handle this difference of dxy and dxz. Okay. Achha. Anyhow, whether the electron density is going to be transferred from dxy or dxz, in short, what we can do that there is a transfer of electron density from metal to ligand, and that particular electrons are going to be sit in a pi star antibonding orbital. So altogether I can say that the bond order is going to be decreased. Why? Because bond order is equal to 1/2 Nb minus Na. What is Nb? The bonding electron, number of bonding electron minus number of anti-bonding electron, right? Earlier there was a no electron available in an anti-bonding orbital, that's why bond order was high. But the moment there will be a transfer of electron density from dxy or dxz orbital to pi star, now there is a availability of electron density in anti-bonding orbital. So you can say that Na will be available in a formula. So now suppose earlier the Nb was 4, so 4/2, it is 2 bond order was there for alkene. But the moment there will be a transfer of electron density from dxy or dxz to antibonding, now it will be, for example, I'm taking that 1. So 4 minus 1 by 2, so 3 by 2, it is 1.5. So anyhow the bond order is going to be decreased the moment there will be a back pi bonding. ठीक है, इस चीज को याद रखिएगा कि the bond order of G salt or the eta 2 compound usually get decreased the moment when we transfer the when the metal used to transfer the electrons from metal to ligand, right? The bond order is going to be decreased. अच्छा, now bond order decrease कैसे depend करेगा? See, it all depends that the extent of electron density usually going to be transferred. If the electron density is going to be transferred higher, then of course bond order will be lower. And the bond order is lower, it simply means that now the double bond is transforming to single bond. ये याद रखिएगा, right? For example, there is a one question which is asked in a NET exam, that which of the configuration used to be exist in eta 2 complex of cyclopropanic structure. So now what you need to see? You need to see the presence of substituent. For example, अगर आप इलेक्ट्रॉन निगेटिव या हाईली इलेक्ट्रॉन निगेटिव सब्स्टिट्यूएंट लगाएंगे तो क्या करेगा वो? It will never allow the alkene to transfer the electron density to metal, right? तो अब जब उसको वो करने नहीं देगा तो क्या होने लगेगा? There will be a no back pi bonding because it is synergetic. First the electron density is going to be transferred from alkene to metal, then metal to alkene, right? Since the electron is not going to be transferred from ligand to metal, तो फिर मेटल टू लिगेंड भी नहीं आने वाला है. सो इन शॉर्ट वी कैन से दैट इन दिस कंपाउंड द नेचर ऑफ एल्कीन कंपाउंड विल बी टिपिकल eta 2, मींस देयर will be a bonding of metal to electron density of alkene. But the moment you are transferring to a group like Cl, cyanide लगा दीजिए H की बजाय. Now what would be happen? Now cyanide is ready to give the electron, ले जाओ. So first the bonding will be happen, then there will be a back pi bonding, and of course back pi bonding will be too high, and the moment there will be a back pi bonding, now your double bond is going to be rupture and it is going to result a cyclopropane like structure. ठीक है, so depending upon the substituent available on the alkene group, the structure of the eta 2 compound is going to be defined. And remember, in this case, because of the back pi bonding, the bond order of alkene is going to be changed, and that's why it will be more labile now. ठीक है, चलिए खैर. So that's all for eta 2. मुझे याद नहीं आपके सिलेबस में हाँ एल्काइन भी है. चलिए खैर कुछ और पढ़ लेते हैं. Now see, this is the case of nickel alkene, right? If you will see this dotted line, see this dotted line will be turned towards the solid line once there will be a rupturing of this CS2 bond. ये CS2 बॉन्ड अगर टूट जाए तो यहाँ से ये सॉलिड लाइन आ जाएंगी. अच्छा, ये टूटेगा इस बात पे डिपेंड करता है कि व्हाट विल बी द सब्स्टिट्यूएंट अवेलेबल ऑन द इथाइलिनिक कार्बन, इस पे डिपेंड करता है, राइट? अभी आपको मैंने बोला जैसे साइनो ग्रुप लगा दीजिए. खैर यहाँ पे कुछ और चीज बताने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं. यहाँ पर ये कहने चाह रहे हैं कि देखिए जो यहाँ पर ये स्ट्रक्चर है ना, द मोमेंट एल्कीन इज गोइंग टू बी इंटरेक्टेड विद मेटल. तो आप सोचिए जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल जी साल्ट की हम बात कर लें, 3 Cl एक प्लेन में है और एल्कीन भी एक प्लेन में है. नाउ सपोज एल्कीन इज ट्राइंग टू बी अ प्लेनर, व्हाट वुड बी हैपन? द सब्स्टिट्यूएंट व्हिच इज अवेलेबल ऑन द एल्कीन कार्बन इज गोइंग टू बी डेविएटेड, राइट? और उस एंगल का जो डेविएशन होता है वो होता है 11 to 16 डिग्री. मतलब ये जो H है ना दोनों, अब देखिए यहां से अगर मैं इस C से और इस C से मेटल बांधने की कोशिश करता हूं या यहां से मेटल बांधने की कोशिश करता हूं, द मोमेंट आप इससे मेटल को बांधने की कोशिश करेंगे तो क्या होगा? नाउ व्हाट वुड बी हैपन? नाउ यू आर ब्रिंगिंग दिस मोइटी टू द प्लेन ऑफ दिस मेटल, or you can say that the other ligand system which are already been bonded with the metal. जब आप इसे इस प्लेन पे लाएंगे तो क्या होगा? To make it planar with other groups available in the square planar geometry, these H group, both H is going to be deviated, and the deviation used to be in 11 to 16 degree. That's what I want to tell you. ठीक है, अब देखिए नेक्स्ट चलते हैं. Some IR prospect is also involved. If free alkene अगर देखा जाए, then their mu value will be 1623. ठीक है, and the distance is 134 picometer, or you can say that it is a double bond, carbon carbon double bond इतने पे ही आता है, right? And once it will make a complexation with the silver, you can easily see that the mu value is going to be decrease. अब देखिए यहाँ पर आयरन के साथ 1551, राइट? यहाँ पर देखिए रोडियम के साथ 1523. So basically it is going to be decreased. Of course many other variations, these variation used to be resulted due to various other factors, not only the metal center. There will be a electron oxidation state also. But what I want to convey, I simply want to convey that the moment free alkene get coordinated with the metal system, the electron density of CC bond is going to be decreased, and as a consequence, the stretching vibration, the signature vibrations, signature vibration मतलब the vibration, जैसे CO के लिए आप बोलते हैं कितना है 1700, वैसे ही for alkene double bond the signature double bond value, that is 1623, is going to decrease. अच्छा, मैंने अभी आपको एक चीज और बोली कि the back pi bonding, the extent of back bonding is going to be increased. What does it mean? It simply means that the bond order is going to be decreased, and the bond order is going to be decreased. What does it corresponds to? It simply corresponds to that earlier which bond was double bond now transforming towards a single. So at a time neither it is single bond nor it is double bond. In crystallographic prospect, I must say that now earlier if the bond length is coming in the range of double bond, now it will be slightly shifted towards the single bond. अब देख लीजिए यहाँ पर फ्री एल्कीन की अगर बात करें तो that is 1.34 एंगस्ट्रॉम या 34 इकोमीटर. अब देखिए आयरन के केस में कितनी हो गई है, that is 146 and it is 141. So if you will compare with the free alkene, basically the bond is going to be lengthened, and this lengthening do occur because of the back pi bonding, and since there is a back pi bonding, so the bond order is going to be decreased, and because of the bond order going to be decreased, the bond length is going to be increased because they do have the inversely relations. ये आपको पता ही है. So ये दो चीजें याद रखिएगा, ये बहुत यूटिलाइज होती हैं कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम में, राइट? अब देखिए अगर मैं इसे ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट से भी जोड़ूं तो देखिए द मोमेंट देयर विल बी अ जीरो ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट या ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट देखिए यहाँ पे बढ़ रही है, जितना तेजी से ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट बढ़ती है याद रखिएगा फ्रीक्वेंसी उतना ही तेजी से कम होती जाएगी. क्यों? याद रखिएगा जब ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट ना ज्यादा होने लगती है तो क्या होता है, दैट मेटल इज बेसिकली व्हाट इट इज, the metal is lagging with the electron density. तो metal क्या करेगा, it will try to pull up the electron from the ligand. अच्छा, जितनी तेजी से वो ligand से इलेक्ट्रॉन लेगा उतनी तेजी से वो इलेक्ट्रॉन बैक पाई बॉन्डिंग के थ्रू दे देता है, राइट? तो याद रखिएगा इसीलिए फ्रीक्वेंसी कम होती जाती है. तो ये एक रिलेशन है, बट it all depends when all the metals are same. Sorry, when the metals are belonging to the same family. ऐसा नहीं कि किसी से भी आप कंपेयर कर पाएंगे. खैर, तो ये दो चीजें क्लियर हो गई कि पहली चीज याद रखिएगा, द मोमेंट इट गेट बॉन्डेड विद एनी मेटालिक सिस्टम या एनी मेटल, there will be a decrease in the stretching frequency of double bond, and also there will be a lengthening of carbon-carbon double bond. This lengthening do occur mainly because of the back pi bonding, and because of the back pi bonding the bond order is going to be decreased. कैसे decrease हो रहा है वो आपको मैंने समझाया था, and because of that the bond length usually get